Good day traders, David here from Daily Forecast. It is Monday the 3rd of April 2023 and we're here to do our usual updates for Brent, Crude, Bitcoin and Euro. In front of us you'll see we've got the daily chart of Brent oil in front of us. We're still in our bearish AB swing. There's our A high, there's our B low. We said that price came up to the thread 2, tested this candlestick formation, and we said we're most likely looking for price to head up to the 5-0. Our area of interest is usually the 618 or higher. You can see that there was a crazy gap open during the Asian session, and you can see prices found resistance at the 786. So let's see if the 786 holds. If it does, then we are looking for price to carry on falling down. A gap open like this, usually price does close this gap over coming sessions. So let's see how we actually pan out on this time frame. For those of you that actually trade the daily chart, we are at an area of interest, namely the 786. Okay. A 4-hour chart. Got some housekeeping to do on the 4-hour chart. If I just go back quickly, when we had our original AB swing, there was our A low and there was our B high. This is when price started an inverse head and shoulders pattern by taking out this A high. You can see we came to the 618, and a 618 bounce typically leads us to be going towards the 1618. In this instance it was at 8194, 8200 area. You can see price has actually just gone beyond that. There was a crazy gap open in the Asian session, something like 500 pip gap open during the Asian session. OPEC made announcements just before the Asian session saying that they're going to cut X amount of barrels of production a day. So we've actually got this ABCD swing. So we've got our D in place there. Okay, this will be our D extension up there. We can remove that fib now, and you can see that here we've also got a D extension on this time frame as well, on this ABCD swing. This Fibonacci A low, B high, price came less than a 3-2 bounce, and a less than a 3-2 bounce typically leads us to believe that it's a rather aggressive rally. So we've got a D there as well. So we need to do some housekeeping on this chart. So this here becomes our new A low. Okay, and we're still waiting for a B high to form. We don't have a B high in place yet. Okay, once we have that B high in place, we'll draw fibs and we'll look for where the 618 is. Okay, so for you guys that traded that this original AB swing, you guys made a good few hundred pips. I think it was somewhere in the region of, where was that AB swing? Where was that 618 at? I know someone that actually took that, a swing trader that actually does that. Looking at like 800 and odd pips. Okay, that was had in just over a week. 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart, we've also got some housekeeping to do. Okay, you can see that we were here in a bullish AB swing, A low, B high, and you can see price came virtually right down to the A low. Okay, when that happens, typically we don't expect price to go that much beyond the actual BI. The extension for that is the 118 extension. Okay, so that's this extension for this AB swing was up at that level. You can see that price actually hit that level. I'm just keeping that other price out of it, price action out of it, so that we can see the actual swing better. You will see here that price came to the BF 786. Okay, and a BF 786 with a prior deep A low bounce leads us to believe we're going to take out the actual A low, but there was never ever any confirmation that BF 786 was going to hold. Even if you go down to the lower time frames, you can see there was never ever a trade. Okay, so the fact that price is in the BF 786 area doesn't mean that we actually trade. We need those conditions to line up before we actually trade. There was never ever confirmation that we were going to actually reverse. If I go down to that 5-minute time frame, 31st, you can see there price rallied in, and this 79.06 was the actual high. So you can see even though it did drop just a bit, there was never anything bearish again, and then price took out that high. Okay, this high here, let me just go back to the 1 hour chart. This B high here, you can see at at 70, call it 7900, it was the actual B high. Okay, so when price came and took out this actual B high, then that's all negated anyway. Price fell back, and again there was never ever anything bearish. Prices rallied all the way up, so there wasn't ever a trade to go short. So our ABCD swing is completed there as well. Okay, so we can remove this. This then became our new A support low. And we are still, sorry, we have got a B high already. Okay, so we can pull our fibs on this ABC, on this AB swing, and you can see that it's pretty much the same swing that we have on the 4-hour chart. So here we're looking for price to fall down to the 618 at 80.13, some 400 pips from where price is right now. So no real area of interest that we are in, or remotely close to for that matter. We will have to wait for price to pull back. With such a huge gap open, we can expect price to go up, test, and then to actually fall. Okay, fall down to actually close the gap. 4-hour chart on crude oil. You will see here also that the original AB swing from the reversal, that D was reached as well. So we'll put the D in up there. Okay, that's for this AB swing. Oops. Let me just remove that again quickly. So here the D was reached over there. That was for that A low and that B high. Okay, and then we've got this current AB swing that we were in. That D was reached as well. Okay, so we've actually got two Ds up there. I can remove this as well, and you can see that this now becomes our new A support low area. Okay, and at the close of this candle we might have a B in place. We're still going to not call it a B because the candle isn't closed yet. Once we have that B, we'll draw fibs from this A low to that B high, and we'll look for a 618. The 1-hour chart, we were also in a bullish AB swing, A low, B high. You can see price bounced deep into the 786 on this pair. Okay, you can see there was a 786 bounce, and the price reached the D extension as well. Okay, can see that as clear as day there. So we've got a new AB swing in play here as well. There's our A low. There's our A low, and here's our B high. On this time frame, we've actually got a B high in place already. Same like Brent oil 1-hour chart. So we can pull our fibs on this one, and we can see that we've got a 618 down at 76.04. Okay, we'll wait for price to actually reach those levels. That's 370 pips away. We'll actually wait for price to reach those levels before we are interested in a trade. Okay. The euro chart on the daily. Daily euro chart, we're still in the bullish AB swing. There's our A low, there's our B high. Price bounced 3 times at the 86 level and then rallied up to the BF 786, and you can see we have it seems as though we have started to find resistance. When we had this bearish candlestick formation, we said that we're looking for a test, and you can see we got another bearish candlestick formation. So let's see if price does fall. A BF 786 with a prior deep A low bounce does lead us to believe that we're going to be taking out this A support low over coming sessions or coming days. Okay, so let's see if that does actually materialize. The 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart, we were saying that we're also in a bullish AB swing, A low, B high. We had a 5-0 bounce here. A 5-0 bounce with or a BF 786 with a prior 5-0 bounce leads us to believe we're going to fall down to the 618. Our area of interest is the 618. So we wouldn't have traded based on this particular time frame because of the 5-0 bounce. But I think there was a trade based on the 1-hour chart. You can see that the 1-hour chart was in a bearish AB swing already because of resistance here that was broken. There's our A high, there's our B low, and you can see price rallied right up towards the actual A high. Okay, we've got a BF786 down at 758. That's sorry about that. So we've got the BF786 down at 758. Okay, so that would be an area of possible support that we'll keep our eyes open for. And we need to break this B low to confirm the downtrend that we are making lower highs and lower lows. These candlestick formations up here leads us to believe that we are most likely going to be falling down. Let's see if we are getting a test of that today before price carries on down. There was never any official trade according to the system on the 5-minute chart over here. You guys can go down and go and actually test that. In fact, let's go to the 5-minute chart now. What date was that? The 30th, eh? The 30th and the 31st. There was never ever price rallied up to that high. This I wouldn't consider a decent fall for a test, and you can see nowhere else was the actual test. There was a test here, but that came during the Asian session. For those of you that are trading during the Asian session, you guys would have seen this and you guys would have taken that short. I'm not around during the Asian session, and here was a bit of a pullback, but not quite ideal. Also still very early in the actual trading day. Nothing happened during the London session. Here was a bit of a pullback over here, and this might have been the only real trading opportunity, but for as far as I was concerned, nothing absolutely clear. I prefer price to actually rally up, fall, test, and then fall again. Okay, but for those of you that did take it, price fell quite a couple of pips. We're looking at somewhere around 100 pip fall from that entry point. Okay, for me it wouldn't have been absolutely clear. Okay, Bitcoin on the daily chart, we said that we were going to see if this would have been a sustained move. For now you can see it's not. Price popped out and came right back, so we'll just call that particular high the new B high. Okay, so we'll keep that as the actual B high, and we'll still look for price to carry on falling down towards the 618 area. If price rallies up from current levels, then this does become the new support low. You can actually clearly see that that is a support low. Okay guys, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, and let us know if there's any other pairs that you want us to actually look at. For now, no trading opportunities on the horizon. We don't see anything on the pairs that we are looking at because of the gap open during Asia. Enjoy the trading day. We'll chat in the morning. Cheers. Bye.